Oh my god!
Warning.
That's actually raw pork!
Warning.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Chow with Lau, and today I've got something a little bit different for you. Yep, I'm going to do an unboxing and a review. I'm quite excited about this because I've always wanted to do a review video, but I've really not come across anything I'd wanted to review before. So last night I was just wandering through my local Asian supermarket looking for ingredients and also things to inspire me for future videos when I came across this, and now this caught my eye because of the labelling. It says self-heating pork noodle. Self-heating? What's that all about? When I read the label I started to get even more excited because it mentioned the heat pack and the fact that actually it does heat itself up. That's got to be cool, isn't it? It's such an interesting product, I thought I'd buy it, test it out, make a video and take you guys along for the ride. I'm really fascinated to see how it works, how it tastes, and actually how much there is in there, because my instinct is telling me that a lot of it is going to be the heating stuff, the heat pack and space. It looks huge, it looks like it can feed 2 people, but I'm almost certain that it's probably only going to feed 1. On the labelling it says, images are for reference only, actual products may vary, and we've all seen that before, haven't we? Because the picture looks amazing. It looks like a gourmet dish. It's got loads of what looks like tender pork, sweet corn, and I'm not sure what that is. The picture looks amazing, but the words are basically saying don't expect it to look anything like that, which is a massive disclaimer. This has cost £8, which these days is the equivalent to roughly $8, so it's quite pricey for what might be just a fancy pot noodle. Right guys, on to the unboxing. It's just covered with a standard cellophane. These are normally quite satisfying to take off. It's not iPhone screen peel satisfying, but it is quite satisfying. There were quite a few flavours, if you like, of noodles. This one appealed to me because it just is very simple saying pork noodle, but I counted at least half a dozen, maybe more. Right, so I'm going to take the lid off. There's a hole there which I gather is the vent hole for letting the steam escape. Oh, look at that. So there's the lid. Don't know what that is yet. Don't know what that is yet. Oh, and the pack of its udon noodles. That I don't know what is because it's marked in Chinese. I do not read Chinese. And that looks like my flavour and herb packet. Oh, this. The ones in the silver packets must be the actual ingredients. This appears to be the self-heating pack for food because that's what it says. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what anything is here. Looks like it's been vacuum packed. That might be the meat. We shall see. Anyway, let's get the instructions out. Lots of warnings. So the instructions say put all the food ingredients into this white bowl here. So we're going to start with the udon noodles because, well, the noodles should form the base really, shouldn't they? Okay, then I'm going to open up this curious packet which I suspect is the pork. Okay, smells quite good. Pop that in. I have washed my hands. Okay, is that, wow, that actually looks raw. That actually looks raw to me. Okay, interesting. So not only is this heat pack going to heat it up, it's actually going to cook it. Okay, so this is the sauce. Smells kind of barbecuey hoisin type sauce. I'm going to pour that in. Ooh, there we go. Well, it's quite a lot of that. The whatever these is, flavorings and things. So much for that huge amount of sweet corn that was in the picture. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 kernels of sweet corn. I can see that. Okay, so that was a bit of a lie, but they put a disclaimer on that. Guess what's in here, guys? I don't think this is food. I think this is chopsticks. Oh, yes. Look at that. I say chopsticks, they're just basically 2 sticks with one end slightly narrower than the other. I guess that qualifies for being a chopstick. I don't know, they're mini. Look at that. I suppose to fit them in the bowl they had to be quite small. Yeah, I get it. And a napkin. And, oh, I'm mistaken. Oh, check this out. This is quite cute. Because the bowl is so small, look, they've given you these plastic ends, so I imagine you put the wide bit into... Yeah. Oh, wrong end. Right, look at... Oh. I've never seen chopsticks like that before. That's quite cute. So you get transforms from like a mini lollipop stick to an actual chopstick. That's quite ingenious. I might keep those just because. And if you guys want to learn how to use chopsticks, I have a video in my catalogue. I'll put the link in the description for you. Right, and a napkin, which is really thoughtful. So this is kind of food on the move. That's it, isn't it? Right, so the instructions say break open the heating pack and put it in the black tub. It also says on the instructions on the actual heating pack or the wrapper to not touch it with wet hands. So whatever activates this must be water. Just plain and simple water. That's quite interesting. Considering this is going to cook our meal, that means that's going to get flipping hot. So 250 mils of water, or just under half a pint. That's going to go in like so, and then it says put the white dish with the ingredients. Oh, actually one thing I forgot to do quickly is apparently you're supposed to give everything a bit of a stir, although it's quite hard because everything is quite congealed. I'm gonna, oh, I don't know what to do. Stir it in. Suppose break up the meat. Okay, so I'm just trying to, I think what I'm going to do is make sure that the meat is underneath the noodles, because I'm very concerned that the meat should cook. So I'm going to put the meat on the bottom and put the noodles more on the top, because I definitely want the meat to cook. So this goes in here, like, oh, so, okay, oh, it's going to steam it. Ah, it's going to steam it, right, I got you. As you can see, the pot sits on top. It's not actually in the water. It's going to use steam. Right, it's got a vent hole on here, which it says do not cover, so I won't do that. And then it says leave for 15 minutes. So I'm going to leave it for 15 minutes. Oh, can you hear that? Can you hear that? Oh, look at that. Like I said before, the water has penetrated that pouch and has got through to whatever the active ingredient is in there. I don't know what it is. I might find out during this 15 minutes. And it has created quite a violent exothermic reaction, I want to say. And there was quite a lot of steam coming out immediately, and now there's just a little trickle of steam, but you can hear it boiling away. That's ridiculous. It's like a kettle in there. Right, so this is not something you would put in your kid's packed lunch. Wow, okay. Which, like I said before, it's got to do something quite dramatic, because that's raw pork in there. That's raw pork in there. Anyway, I'll put my microphone a bit quicker. You can hear it boiling away. I'm really excited. I really want to know how this is going to turn out. I do have this little probe thermometer. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to stick it all the way, I'm just going to stick it to the entrance here and see how hot it actually gets. There's still enough room for the steam to escape. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. We're approaching 50 degrees centigrade. Well, I'll convert this to Fahrenheit in a bit. I just know where I am with centigrade. Right, oh my gosh, look, oh gosh, no, don't do that. Well, did you see that? That bulged. Oh gosh, I better be careful. All I'll do is I'll do it quickly. 2, 3. Oh, it's bulged. No, I'll leave it. It's gone past 60. The water is obviously boiling in there because it's bubbling away. I'm going to use this to actually test the temperature of the meat afterwards. So the actual ingredients in the active heat pad are calcium oxide. It lists them as ingredients, by the way. Calcium oxide, aluminium particles, sodium bicarbonate. Do not touch box and keep a minimum of 0.5 meters from the box during the heating process. I think I'm a little bit closer. Oh no, yeah, I'm too close. Oh, there we go. Stop. Time is up, 15 minutes done. The instructions end there, so I'm not entirely sure. What? Oh gosh, these old joints. Right, so I'm on my own now. What I'm going to do is I am going to remove the lid carefully because there's going to be steam in here. Oh, yeah, it does. It smells like a Chinese. It does smell like a Chinese stew. Okay, right. So I'm going to stick my thermometer probe in. Let's see how hot this bad boy is. But I'm in the water. I'm in the liquid. Okay, right. I'm calling it there, I think. Yep. I've got that on hold. Can you see that? 79.6 degrees centigrade, 175 degrees, 175.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to give it another stir. Look at and check out. Okay. Oh. Have I got it the wrong way? Oh, I've got it the wrong way. No, I haven't. That's right. It's not a great grip. Okay, right. These chopsticks could do a bit of work, I think. But I'm going all in with this. Right, I'm going to... I tell you what. Let's make it safe. I'm removing this. There we go. Look. Oh wow. Look. Can you see the water's nearly gone? Oh my gosh, check it out. That's gone rock hard. It was a little pouch of powder. That's gone rock hard. I mean, is that even safe to dispose of? I imagine, I don't know. It's inert now, I guess. It's all reacted, isn't it? Anyway, well, cool. It's definitely something I wouldn't give to a child for their packed lunch. No. Right, okay. Okay, let's give this a stir, because the noodles were kind of out of the liquid, because I just really wanted the meat to be in the liquid, because I wanted to make sure it kind of heated up. That's fine. They would have steamed anyway. Now I know that it would have steamed. First things first. It's very much like the picture you get on McDonald's menus, where the burger looks amazing and then you see the real thing, not quite so amazing. Okay, not quite so amazing. Yeah, picture for illustration purposes only. Now, being a photographer, I know you have to have a little bit of artistic license in these things, but this, yeah, okay. Right, another thing I've noticed is the plastic pot it comes in is a little bit flimsy, so you want it on a plate. I don't hold it like that because it might flop over a little bit. Get your taste buds ready. I'm going to go for the safe bit first. I'm going to try some... Whoa! They've got to work. That needs work. That does need work. I appreciate the fact that there are chopsticks in here, but no, that needs a bit of work. Well, udon. Do you know what? Udon noodles are just great. That's how you get them in the pack anyway. You get them vacuum packed. That's how you get them in the shops. So that's fine. Here we go. Do you know what? That's not bad. When you have kind of braised, stewed pork like that, it's kind of how it is. It's quite tender. The flavours are good. It's cooked. It's cooked. If anything changes to my digestive system, I'll put it in the update in the description in the video. But right. I have given up on those chopsticks that came included in the pack. I'm just resorting to my usuals. Now it's actually pretty good. I scarcely believe I'm saying this, but that is good. It's nice. It's hot, really hot. No kettle, no electricity. Right, just imagine all the savings you'll make on your end. No, actually, because it's too expensive. I mean, to find a meal like this, which is basically an instant meal on a similar kind of concept to a pot noodle, but obviously far more advanced, to have like real meat in it, which was raw, that boggles my mind. And it's good. Don't think I've ever had vacuumed fresh meat before, if you know what I mean. Is that an oxymoron? Because that's never been in a fridge. At least not when it's been packed in here. Well, in answer to the question, that's for one person. That is just for one person. That is never for more than one person. Never. But there was a fair wedge of meat. I should have weighed it, but there was a fair wedge of meat in there. I would say that was somewhere between 4 and 6. Nah, if a quarter pounder is 4 ounces, that was closer to 6 ounces worth of meat there, I think. I might check that next time. I will get another one. I'm not going to have them on a regular basis. They're just too expensive. That's it, you see. My conclusion, I believe, is that surprisingly good, quite good fun to make. I mean, the novelty value, obviously, of it being something I've not done before is it's always exciting, and I hope you've enjoyed this watching it, by the way. It tastes nice. It doesn't look like anything like in the picture. I guess the deal breaker is the price. If this was, I don't know, £4 something, under £5, under $5, whatever it is, currency, that kind of thing. If it was under that, then yeah, but £8. You know, when you've gone past, if I do a benchmark of, you can get a meal at McDonald's, a burger, fries and a drink for about a £5, and this is quite a lot more for just this. It doesn't really make sense. I'm still trying to figure out who this is aimed for. You know, I suppose if you live in the UK, maybe it's the rich Chinese student market who are too busy to cook. Busy, in inverted commas. You know, I was a student once, so I know what it's like. But I've got to say, I'm enjoying it, and it feels like I've cooked without cooking. Because it's like proper food. You know, when you open a ramen pot or a pot noodle or something like that, it never really feels like proper food. It's more like a snack. It's almost just one step up from having a bag of crisps or chips. Chips in the American term. But this feels like a proper meal. I'm torn. I do like it. It's just, yeah, I think the deal breaker is the price. It's just too expensive. But otherwise, this has been a really interesting little adventure. But yeah, if you've ever come across a Chinese supermarket, Asian supermarket, by all means try it. I'm probably gonna go through and buy each flavour and see what I like about it. See if there's my favourite. I'd have it for the occasional kind of lazy treat, and that's it, I think. But I don't think I can justify having it on a regular basis. And obviously, kind of being kind of like a pre-packed food, who knows how not good it is for you. You know, it's not like I go around eating pot noodle every day, is it? No, I don't. This has been a very interesting experiment. I really hope you've enjoyed watching me do this as much as I've enjoyed actually preparing and unboxing and doing all this, because I find this kind of thing fascinating. I'll try to find some more interest, because the thing is about Asian supermarkets, they're full of stuff that look really interesting, but you have no clue what they are. With this one, saying with the self-heating meal thing, I thought, well, that's got to be something I've got to try. I've got to try that. And there must be like 1,000 different things in that supermarket that I want to try. I just love the way that different cultures approach food in such different ways. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Patreon page if you want to help me, or use the super thanks button below. You can donate to that. I can't offer you that much at the moment just because of time constraints, but it's something I want to expand on if and when I can. Anything that I can receive from that will go towards buying more. I mean, £8 a shot, that's quite expensive. I mean, if I was to do it more and more regularly, but that's the sort of thing I will put it towards. Ingredients, paying my energy bills, all that sort of thing. It all adds up. So any help I get from that is really useful, and I so appreciate it. Thanks to Matthias as per usual. Has been my only Patreon. Anybody who wants to join my Patreon, you can message me directly through there and I will answer. And don't forget to join my Facebook page and my Instagram, which are both Chow with Lau, very easy to find, and I will see you on there and we can have chats and we can have a laugh. My Facebook page is growing now, thanks largely to Chin from Zhang's Food Workshop. He's a really nice big channel, doing really well, and I followed him since I started this channel, and he gave me a shout out on his live comments the other night, and I'm really grateful for that. I've rambled on for long enough now. I shall see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.